In 7.5, we are going to talk about square roots. A square root of a number is one of its two equal factors. And the square root is the opposite of squaring a value. So just like we talked about before in our inverse circle, we had the opposite of addition is subtraction, the opposite of multiplication is division, and now we have the opposite of the square root of a number is squaring a number. Okay, so our radical sign, which is the square root symbol, it's also called a radical. That radical sign is used to indicate the square root of a value. So if we look at number 1, find the square root of 25. We know that 25 is the same thing as 5 times 5. And if I have two 5's underneath the square root, that is the same thing as just one 5 outside. So that's my answer. Square root of 25 is 5. Now if I have the negative square root of 121, I'm going to have that negative 1 out front, and I know that 121 is 11 times 11. So now I can take one of those 11's outside, so I get negative 1 times 11, which gives me negative 11 as my answer. Okay, now if we look at number 3, the square root of 0.0016, you can plug that into your calculator, so make sure you know where the square root function on your calculator is, and you should get 0.04. Okay, now if we have a big square root over a fraction like this, we can break up that square root into two individual square roots. So I can do the square root of 64 over the square root of 81. Well, I know that 64 is 8 times 8, and I know that 81 is 9 times 9. So now I get 8 over 9. I can't simplify that at all, so that's my answer.